Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers need a reliable three-point shooter. The current roster has Dalton Nedws, but he has had few opportunities and is out of the rotation. It seems that coach J.J. Redick does not trust the player. Dalton Nedws is a good value and some teams are interested in the player, and the Lakers could trade him for a high-level center or a player who is a great defender. Rumors: Lakers to trade Dalton Nedws after the season. Potential trade partner for Lakers guard Dalton Connect revealed. The Los Angeles Lakers were excited to have Dalton Connect fall to them in the first round of last year's draft. While he's played decently well in limited action for the team, it might be difficult to keep him going forward. At the trade deadline, the Lakers had agreed to send him to the Charlotte Hornets in a deal to get center Mark Williams. The deal fell through after Williams failed his physical, and Connect had to go back to Los Angeles. It's clear the Lakers aren't too tied to him, and he knows it. The best move could be to trade him. Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report believes the Orlando Magic could be the ideal fit for the young guard. Connect is on the older side as a 24-year-old rookie, but he has clear NBA skills when given the chance to play, Pincus wrote. He shot 37.6% from three-point range this season, and that may be just scratching the surface of his potential from deep. Unfortunately for the Hornets, Williams didn't pass his physical with the Lakers, so Connect stayed in LA. The Magic are also in win-now mode, and they have a rapidly growing payroll. Now that Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs have signed extensions, they'll turn to Paolo Banchero this offseason with what is expected to be a max extension. Orlando's most significant weakness is shooting, which is Connect's greatest strength. Perhaps acquiring Goga Bitadze or a center via multi-team trade for Connect would suffice for the Lakers this summer. Can Connect have a future with Lakers? Connect wasn't in a good place after the trade got rescinded, and he had to come back to Los Angeles. It's a very awkward situation for a rookie to deal with. He's had a hard time making much of an impact since the trade fell through. That said, the season continued on, so he didn't have much time to process the situation. It's possible that once he gets to the offseason, he can mend his relationship with the Lakers. At the end of the day, General Manager Rob Pelinka is the one who made the decision, so he shouldn't have a problem with any of the coaches. Lakers' offense is cold. Connect isn't part of the Lakers' playoff rotation, but they may need to consider giving him some minutes. Even in the Game 2 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves, the offense played poorly. Los Angeles hasn't broken 95 points in either playoff game. LeBron James thinks there's a lot of room for improvement on the offensive side of the court. "We could still be better offensively," James told reporters after the game. "I thought at times we were very sharp. But at times, we weren't. I think we could do a better job on the offensive end, but we're going to continue to get better, continue to watch the film, see ways we can kinda break down the defense and continue to get good looks. I thought we had some great looks tonight. I know a lot of my shots in the fourth quarter were great looks that just didn't go. If we can continue to get great looks like that, I think we believe in our percentages. But we gotta continue to work the habits." Brian Windhorst sends worrying Lakers message after Game 2 win over Timberwolves. The Los Angeles Lakers entered the playoffs with championship aspirations, but their start hasn't been encouraging. On Saturday, the Lakers began their playoff run with a blowout loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. While the Timberwolves looked to have an advantage over the Lakers in the first game, the Lakers still responded in a big way. In Tuesday night's Game 2 victory, the Lakers got out to a big lead early. Thanks to stellar play from tip-off from Luka Doncic, the Lakers built an advantage that would turn out to be insurmountable. However, nothing about the Lakers' second half was particularly convincing. While the Lakers held off seemingly every Minnesota push, it had more to do with the Timberwolves missing shots than anything the Lakers were doing. While the same could be said about the Lakers on the other end, their inability to put the game away could be something to watch as the postseason continues. The Timberwolves still went into Los Angeles and got the split, but Brian Windhorst finds no reason for either team to feel good about what transpired over the past few days. One of these two teams thinks they can run through the West playing this way? Windhorst asked on Wednesday's First Take. Windhorst cited the Oklahoma City Thunder's dominance to begin their postseason run, getting 2 blowout wins against the 48-win Memphis Grizzlies. Considering the Lakers or Timberwolves would have to go through them to make a finals run, these matchups have done nothing to help their confidence. Considering the Lakers have been a trendy pick to make it out of the West since trading for Luka Doncic, their lack of consistency against Minnesota has been eye-opening. While the playoffs have only just begun, the Lakers still have a lot to prove if they want to achieve their goals. How Lakers fared in the Athletic's annual anonymous NBA player poll. The Athletic released its annual anonymous NBA player poll, and as always, the Los Angeles Lakers were represented in various categories. In this survey, the Athletic interviewed hundreds of players, who were granted anonymity for their candor on a variety of topics. The first question was about this year's NBA MVP, and as could be expected, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way with Nikola Jokic right behind him. Lakers star LeBron James was in the mix as well as he finished fifth with 1.3% of the vote, which is not bad for a 40-year-old in his 22nd season. James also received 2.2% of the votes in the most overrated player category, however. Who will win the NBA championship this year was the next category, and the Lakers received 6.6% of the vote, good for fourth behind the Boston Celtics, 57.7%, Oklahoma City Thunder, 17.5%, and Cleveland Cavaliers, 10.2%. The Lakers also fared well in the league's best organization category, coming in sixth at 5.1% behind the Golden State Warriors, 21.9%, Thunder, 17.5%, Celtics, 15.3%, LA Clippers, 8.8%, and Miami Heat, 5.8%. A big topic of conversation this season is who will be the face of league after James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant are retired. The players were asked about that, and current Lakers star Luka Doncic received 2.9% of the votes, although Victor Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs led the way at 54.3%. And finally, J.J. Redick got some love in the category for Best Coach. He came in 10th with 2.7% of the vote, receiving some recognition after winning 50 games in his first season at the helm for the Lakers. If he continues on this trajectory, it's reasonable to think Redick will be higher on this list in future years. Lakers star LeBron James lives for playoff basketball. At this stage of his career, Lakers star LeBron James let it be known that he only cares about playoff basketball and the pursuit of a fifth championship. LeBron James, Austin Reeves are real concerns for Lakers heading into Game 3. The Los Angeles Lakers grabbed Game 2 from the Minnesota Timberwolves to even the best-of-7 playoff series at 1-1. Now the scene shifts over to Minnesota for a pivotal Game 3, and the Lakers are going to really need a better effort if they want to win. More Lakers news. Lakers' comments on Rudy Gobert are already coming back to haunt them. Los Angeles has seen its offense somewhat disappear through the first 2 games of the series, with the Timberwolves' size seemingly getting to them. But the Lakers' defense was much better in Game 2, leading to the victory. However, entering Game 3, there are some real concerns on this team, 2 of which nobody foresaw happening. That would be the play of star LeBron James and guard Austin Reeves, both of whom have had 2 poor games to open the series. Lakers insider Jovan Buha of The Athletic highlighted this concern in his recent article. Neither player has lived up to what Los Angeles has come to expect. Only Doncic, 31 points, 12 rebounds and 9 assists in Game 2, has looked like himself. James, 21 points, 12 rebounds and 7 assists, and Austin Reeves, 16 points, 5 rebounds and 5 assists, were better in Game 2 than in Game 1. But neither star has played at the top of his game yet. James was a little better in Game 2, but he was still a little off. The veteran has been dealing with a lingering injury, but the hope is that he is working to shake it off. The Lakers will need a much better performance from both James and Reeves if they want to take down the Timberwolves. This Minnesota team is powerful, and the Lakers are being tested to the fullest extent in this series. Los Angeles has a solid team, and they are a very confident group, but if they want to advance, consistency will be the key. Luka Doncic rates his return to Dallas as his best performance ever. Luka Doncic torches former team in emotional Dallas return, calling it the best game of his life. Luka Doncic returned to Dallas not just as a visitor but as a conqueror. In what he called the top 1 performance of his career, Doncic lit up the Dallas Mavericks for 45 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals, helping the Los Angeles Lakers secure a 112-97 win and exact personal revenge on the franchise that traded him just 2 months prior. In an exclusive sit-down with ESPN's Malika Andrews following the game, Doncic was still soaking in the emotions of the night. When asked where he would rate his return game, he didn't hesitate. Midnight. /009. Dominique Wilkins, Larry Bird, if you weren't ready, he took your heart. Dominique Wilkins, Larry Bird, if you weren't ready, he took your heart. Read more. I would say top 1 just 'cause it was so special, with the fans, with teammates just being there. It was something I never seen in my life, and it was just special, the love between me and the fans. Doncic didn't downplay the emotional weight of the night, especially with the Mavericks honoring him with a pre-game tribute video that moved him to tears. He later admitted that the win brought a big relief as he reunited with old friends post-game, reflecting on both a personal and professional milestone with joy. Yeah, definitely, it was a big relief. I wanted to win that game for sure, but it was a big relief. After the game, I saw some of her friends, so I had a great time. From the jump, Doncic looked locked in. He scored 31 of his 45 points in the first half alone and showed the same blend of step-backs, no-look passes, and deep threes that once made him the face of the Mavericks. But this time it came in Lakers gold. His plus 26 plus-minus in 38 minutes underscored how dominant he was, and his performance was lauded by head coach J.J. Redick, who called it superhuman, especially considering the emotional pressure Doncic carried into the building. The game felt like a chapter closing and another beginning. Lakers fans embraced Doncic fully, chanting his name and defending him across social media, especially as boos rained down on Mavericks GM Nico Harrison. For a player who once envisioned retiring in Dallas, the trade was jarring. But on this night, with the lights bright and emotions running high, Luka Doncic reminded everyone, especially his former team, of the generational talent they let walk out the door. And in his own words, it might have been the best game of his life. As the Lakers now head to Minnesota for a pivotal Game 3 against the Timberwolves, they will be hoping Doncic can continue riding this emotional high and deliver another masterclass when it matters most.